Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me once again here in Computer Tycoon, where business is doing very nicely indeed. I mean, it must be quite good if you're earning over $14 million every day. That's quite a good result.
The building upgrade has completed.
And while I'm... Oh, yes, that's right. Is that what... Let me just stop this for a second. I didn't want to zoom that. I wanted to... Oh, yeah, this is we've seen before. Yeah, the laboratory upgrade there is done. Okay, a quick sort of mention back to the previous episode, upon which Jess commented, perhaps now is time to sort of ramp up the research, and she's absolutely right, spot on. In the last episode, we gave birth, if you will, to our very first PC. So we moved out of the home computer generation, that era of technology. Well, we haven't quite left it behind. We are still producing home computers, but we now have the option to produce PCs as well, which has all sorts of other fun things involved, and we'll get to those in a moment. But that does mean we're now in a race, because pretty much every market, every country in the world now has somebody selling into it. Usually the guys in blue, Affari Solutions, they are doing very well. They are way out ahead of everybody else, taking over computer sales across the globe. And in fact, there's only 3 of us left in the race, and we'll see that in a moment. So why the heck am I sat here on the site manager screen? Because I have in the year or so, I think, in terms of game time, since you were last with me, I have leveled up a number of buildings. We've leveled up a number of our factories, so they're at level 5, so we can keep up with demand, which, well, we're oversupplying at the moment, as you can see at the top right here, but that hopefully will change again in this episode. I've also leveled up some of my laboratories, so if we go into Guinea here, that is a level 5 laboratory. Does that say space age to you? It does kind of. Now that is high tech. Even though the year is only 1988, and to be honest, I don't remember technology being quite that advanced or quite that sexy. Do you find buildings sexy? Are you allowed to find buildings sexy? I'm not entirely sure. So let's quickly sort of gloss over that and move on. We've upgraded. Is that a level 5 office? I do believe it is. Yeah, I can't upgrade it any further. Yes, it is level 5. That's a lovely big skyscraper, isn't it? And a level 5 factory. I don't think we've seen one of those before, have we? That's a level 5 factory hidden there. Yeah, it's got this big sort of bulbous thing in the middle. Again, all very modern and high tech and stuff. Yeah, there it is. Looking very productive indeed. But anyway, so I'm doing that in a number of countries. We're ramping up our research because we do need to get a grip of that. And one of the reasons for that is because if we go to the statistics, we made a vast amount of money last year. We made over 6 billion. I'm using it's the newfangled 6,000 million. I'm going to call that a billion because that's what people do these days. Though when I was a lad, that's quite a few years ago.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Thank you.
Your research queue is empty.
Oh, right. I best stop that now because we've got stuff to do. Yeah. A billion in the UK, I think, was 6 million. Was a million, I think. But it was so long ago now, I've quite forgotten. Anyway, no. Why I came here was because of, not market share, but because of sales. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of PC sales. In fact, it looks like my PCs might be outselling my home computers this year. But globally, some rude word has started selling portable computers. And I bet you can guess who that is. Yeah, it's Affari Solutions. So I do need to crack on with the research and sort of try and catch them up in some way. The market share itself... yeah, we're really squeezing bigs now. The other guys are selling to a few 100,000 people at best. It's sad, really, but I can't stop laughing. Yeah, so we do need to catch up with those guys. As I think we saw in the last episode, I think my growth slope, if you will pardon the expression, is slightly better and more upward than Affari's, which is a good sign. and I do have a few years left in which to overtake them. But if we look at the globe, get you out the way, it is increasingly blue. I should have a much larger chunk of Africa, for example, and I think India and all sorts of other places as well. Yeah, I'm in India, but I don't. Those blue people have taken that over. The one country I've not moved into, I've gone into Russia. I've gone into. Have I gone into Belgium or the Netherlands? I have. Yes, another vastly populated country. I've gone into Brazil. Yeah, I've gone into Brazil, but I've not gone into the USA because how expensive is that? Ooh, 666, the number of the beast. Are we talking about America there? I'm not saying anything. I could afford that because I have got 15 billion in the bank balance. So, but what I'm concerned about there is being able to meet demand. I think I might be able to do that. Right, yeah, so some great plonker of a player went and clicked exit when he should have clicked resume. So yeah, I've gone back in now. I think it's more or less the same as where I left off. So what am I doing? Yeah, I've not gone into the USA yet, but I think I should be able to do that. We have researched a couple of new technologies while you're away. That was predominantly to do with heat sinks and also DRAM. And we've just finished, as you heard earlier, we've completed the research on the ATX power standard, which is all good for us. But I do need to catch up with Affari and their portable computer.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Right, I think we're now more or less where we left off before I made such an idiot of myself. Thankfully you can't see me, so you can't see me blushing intensely at my idiocy. Okay, so we're meeting a fair amount of demand, but we want more. So, we've researched our last technology so far, which was we've researched DRAM, which is good because that improves memory and video cards, a nice feature set, and also storage boost. That'll be good for us. And we've also researched we also researched advanced heatsink, was it? Yeah, I think it was. Which is a nice quality improvement and a reduction in temperature, which isn't a big deal for us at the moment. Actually, I'll think about that. And the ATX power standard. Oh, you're all the way over there. There you go. Which is a nice quality improvement. 1,000! Oh, that'll be good. But 3 temperature. So we're going to have to sort of balance temperature and noise and stuff as we go forward. But let's look at what we can research next. I've now got 47 research points. Opening the queue, that's what I want to do. So I should be able to research stuff fairly quickly. So, whoops, wrong way up. That way up, that's it. So, what could we research? I'm thinking a new operating system will be nice and fairly inexpensive, just 356 research points. But I don't get much of a boost out of that. What I do get a nice boost out of is the 3.5-inch floppy diskette. Though, of course, as we all know, do people still remember the 3-inch diskette? It wasn't exactly floppy, more sort of stiff, if you'll pardon the expression. But there you are. I should stop talking in innuendos this evening, I think. Serial ports will be good as well, actually. Right, so we're going to add 3.5. Is 3.5, isn't it? Yeah, it was 5.25. It's 3.5. That's right. We'll update the operating system as well, and we'll also do auto sensing adapter. What does that do? Oh, that looks fun, and a huge boost in, is that quality or prestige? Quality, isn't it? It doesn't tell me there, does it? Does it tell me here? It might do. I don't care. What was that? Auto sensing something or other, wasn't it? Lithium. Auto sensing adapter. Oh wow, that does take us into. Oh, that takes us well into. That's a very advanced technology. But could we use it? We have to. Yeah, we're going to need the portable computers. Now, portable computers, I'm guessing, are the orange color technologies. So, do we want to start moving into those as well? We could do actually. Now if I just click portable here. Right, now that highlights everything I can use in portable. It doesn't necessarily help me identify which technologies I actually need, the orange ones. So I can't... right, I need to research the alkaline battery. In fact, I need to research all this battery technology. Okay, let's add that then. That shouldn't take too long, actually. No, lithium at the end there might. But, okay, we'll do that for now. We'll set that up ready to go. But what do we want to do? We have our computers here. What do we have currently? Nothing prototyping at the moment. We've got a new computer on the market since you were last with me, which is, if I sort these by date order, there you go. Yeah, the 5¼ inch with 286 processing. Yes. In fact, do I have that in? Yeah, in both my... that's the personal computer. That's... hang on. Oh, that's the home computer. Yeah, we have 286 in both of the PC and the home computer. Unfortunately, if I turn on Affari here, as you can see, they've got portable computers. Click, there it is. Yeah, right at the top there, which has... its performance isn't that great. Storage is poor. I mean, portables, I suppose, yeah, do suffer from that in that sense. But how does if I just look at the PCs between us, how do our PCs compare? Yeah, apart from feature set, they're outstripping me quite substantially. So I do need that research. Right, so I think we've now got ATX power supply. Actually, I think if I wait for the 3.5 inch diskette, we should be okay. I'll just want to reduce the factory production for a moment. I'm not too worried about not making as much money these days, because we will make that up shortly with our next computer.
You have researched a new technology.
Right, so we've now got 3.5 inch diskettes. So I need to create some new technologies. Right, you've seen me do all this before. I will just skate through this and then we'll look at the new hardware components and how they compare when we're done. Be back with you just the other side of this, you know, sexy video effect thing. Okay, so I have now created new components to fit into my new computers, both home and PCs. Now, one interesting thing that I noticed when I was preparing for this episode, which we hadn't covered previously because I simply hadn't spotted it. Yeah, that's one of the things about strategy games, is you do sometimes need to click things where you don't expect things to happen, and they do, and it opens up whole new vistas of opportunities. What I've done here, what you can do, just go to that first, is we were looking here, we know we can price individual components, like this graphics card, this GPU card, which I've just prototyped. We can set a price, so individual customers in individual markets can buy it. But what I hadn't noticed was this little button over here called pricing, which we've seen before in the main computer dialog box, the main list of the computers that we're selling, or the individual computers. And what it does is it lets you change the pricing policy for different wealth markets. Obviously, really. So you can set a ridiculously high price for your GPU card here. I mean, this is 3 times how much it costs me to produce it, more or less. But I can price it as I see fit. Now here, to be honest, for some reason, even the poorest countries are willing to spend $125 on a graphics card. But I'm being generous. I'd love to sell more of them, so I'm giving them a generous, very generous discount of 35%. But the richest people, well, I'm still selling it at a discount compared to them. So they're getting it at full price. It's a pity you can't put a plus in here, isn't it? But that's the way the game works. That's fine. Also notice, of course, that just like your computers, the quality of your components, the individual components, will be measured against your opposition. So here we can see that I'm doing very well in prestige terms, feature set and ease of use for my video cards. But Big actually are still competing here in terms of storage. They've the highest. That's interesting. I've got... Oh, that's obviously rounding, isn't it? That's the thing. That's what it's doing. Yes. So it's rounded up to 0. Yeah, there you are. So yeah, they've got the best computer. If it's not them, it's Affari. If it's not Affari, it's obviously me, because nobody else, I think, has got to PCs. They're still running computers with blinking lights on the front. Now, one other thing I've done here on my components, particularly these sort of the electronic bits, the circuit boards rather than the mechanical bits like the disk drives and so on, is I've taken the small fans off, because if we copy the if we compare this here, so this old one 07 has a small fan attached and the old heatsink, and that adds a lovely quality boost to it, but it increases the noise substantially for the video card. As if every other component has a small fan on it, then together they will create a monstrous cacophony of buzzing and hissing and whirring and, well, just annoying noise that, you know, computers make. And seeing as these cards at this level of technology don't generate a vast amount of heat, a simple heatsink will do. Now, I have put my advanced one on here, though I didn't need that to reduce the heat level because this graphics technology isn't producing heat. But the advanced heatsink does give me a nice a nice quality boost. So I've put that in anyway, so that's bumped the price up, but what the heck. But I don't need the small fan because there is no heat being generated. And I've done that on things like the memory, for example. There we go. Yeah, there's no small fan on that. So it's quite cool. It's very cool, in fact. It's one of mine, so obviously it's cool. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So I lose out in terms of some sort of quality bonus, but the fact that my machines are going to be quieter is going to be a good thing. Now, I don't know if you can compare these components, can you, with the opposition? Actually, yes, you can, can't you? So if I take that video card out and say Affari, right, now your best video card here is this one. Look at that! That is such a noisy thing because it's got all the fans and everything on, and water cooling. Yeah, we've seen that before. So hopefully, although they've got a really big quality score, some types of users will think to themselves, although it might have a really high quality rating in the magazines, I am not going to put up with that noise. So I'm going to buy the one from those lovely people at Phoenix Technology. That's me, by the way. Yeah, that's me. Right, so let's get ourselves some new computers built. We don't want the Affari one. We're looking at... should we do another home computer? We'll leave the home computer for the moment. I think we might bring that up to speed later. So we'll just look at our latest and best PC. So that is you. Yeah, that is you, isn't it? Yeah. So let's copy you. And you are going to be... This is our first machine of 1988. Doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself? Right, so we will put on... There's no new accessories. Our memory has improved. I don't want Affari on this list. Actually, can I? No, I don't have a license to... It isn't compatible. Oh! Okay. That's there. Yeah. Well, I don't have a license to add their hardware to my machines. That's fair enough. That comes later, apparently. So I'll add my own memory to this. Again, it's not quite as good as Affari's, but we're going to use it anyway. My CPU is improved. It now has DRAM. I don't want Affari here. Seems I can't use their stuff. Yeah, nicely improved over the old original 286, so we'll stick you on there. The input device is now a 3-inch diskette. A new GPU card. The new ATX power supply, which is a whole lot better. Look at that, 1.38, 1,380 quality points as opposed to 500. So that's good for me. Storage, that's boosted a bit as well. The motherboard, there's no change in that. None of our recent technology discoveries Give us any new motherboard, likewise display and so on. That's fine. So we'll save this design. We'll get the guys to
Your new computer model
build
went into the
and
testing
test it.
phase.
In the meantime, do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to go into the US of A. Bosh. There we go. Oh, and we are selling far too many machines now. So I need to ramp up my production. There we go.
You have researched a new technology.
Oh, I'm researching so much. Can my factories
You
keep
have
up? They
researched
can.
a new technology.
Oh, that was quick. Right, let me just pause that. We're doing lithium-ion batteries now. Okay. Where are we in our research queue? Let's look at the queue. Oh, that's the last thing. Right, so the next things actually yeah, let's do the trackball. We'll add that. Serial black and white LCD. Now is the LCD a portable? That's projection, isn't it? Right, okay, right. So the orange, sorry, yes, so we've got two colours here. We've got the plasma. I'm not sure that's how you spell plasma. I thought it had an S in it, but I may be mistaken. Right, that must be the tablet displays, is it? The handheld, the tablet computers. Whereas the LCD presumably is for portables. Yeah. Portables, that's that. Oh, it doesn't really help. So black and white, yes, let's do that as well. So if we add that to the queue, so are there any other orange colours here that I can see that we need to get ourselves into portable computing? Yeah, the lithium-ion batteries is the darker colour, so I think that's to do with tablets. Yeah, so we've done the nickel cadmium. Yeah, that's all we need for the alkaline. Was the portable, that was the key to the portables. So I think we should soon, yeah, lithium will take us a while, but once we've got the black and white LCD we can get into portables as well. Oh, yes, yes sirree. Right, let's get back to the world. How are we doing? We're selling loads. We are selling loads. We're not taking America by storm yet, really. Can we get a survey of that? How are we doing? Hang on, which of these is which? Yeah, still Affari by far and away the best, or better than we are in that. Russia, survey of Russia. China's green. Oh, interesting. As is Algeria. Again, it could be a pricing thing. It could well be a pricing thing on that. We're overproducing again, so let's just cut back our factories a little bit. There we go. Now, one thing we've not done on any of us...
Your new computer model is polished.
All right, now this shall be the tell. This will be the tell. Right, so we have our new computer here. Oops. And it compares to Affari. We're better in feature set. And that's it, really. But how much shall we price it at? It costs us 810 to produce. How does it actually compare to our other models? Yeah, let's reduce the prices of these. We can do that, I think. So look how noisy our old machines were. So yes, if I take you down to 3299 and we're still making money. Actually, can I take you to 3199? Yes. And we're still good in every wealth area. Good, our feature set is the best, so that's good. So you're cheaper. And our old 5 1/4 inch diskette model. Yeah, we can reduce the price of this as well. 3.5. Let's make it 3.4, shall we? Can I take it to 3.3? I'm a little bit above price for those other for these other markets. In fact, for every market apart from Filthy Rich. I can't take it down. Oh, okay then. 3.299. Right, there we are. We're apart from the average, and yeah, apart from the average, we're well within the price budget range for each of those marketplaces. That's good. So how much should we charge for this one? Let's 3.699. Yeah, we're still a bit pricey for everyone apart from the Filthy Rich, but I think that's okay. So let's market you, get the game rolling. Yeah, we're selling loads. Right, factories, start producing. Produce, there you go, produce. And you. And you. And Poland. Look at this, we're selling so many. Ghana, no, we're not going to go in Ghana. Okay, I think we can upgrade one of our existing level 4 factories, bring that up to level 5. A little
you don't have enough manufacturing capacity.
Okay. South Georgia, let's upgrade you. Oh, I need to increase the recreation level first. Bother! That's you, isn't it? And we might as well do Honduras while we're at it as well. And likewise with Latvia, because we may well need to increase capacity.
You have researched a new technology
in all those countries. Okay, we're only just underproducing. Well, that's fine. 32% of the global market. We're making strides. If we look at our graph here, our share graph.
You have researched a new technology.
I think, oh yes, our sales are doing very well compared to Affari. We're still underproducing. We need that.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Right, we need that factory now. Where's that factory? I can upgrade you now. And the Honduras one as well.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Upgrade you too.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Yay! Portable computers. I can now. Right, so you can read this, but I'll read it anyway. Congratulations, you have discovered portable computers. People will be able to bring their computers with themselves easily in the future. I'm not entirely sure that that's particularly good English, but we know what the guy means. He means you can just walk around wherever you are. You can take your machine, your computer technology with you. Which is, to be honest, the beginning of the end of civilization as far as I know it. But, you know, hey, progress. I think, you know, that would be a remarkably good place to stop.
The research queue is empty.
Right, so I need to start new research. We need to design some new components, some new hardware for our portable computers, which is going to be interesting, and a new portable computer itself. And that is what we'll do in the very next episode of Computer Tycoon. So thank you so much for joining me today for this episode. If you've enjoyed this, it'd be great to hear from you. A bit of a like would be lovely. You know, click on the old thumbs up button. You know how to do that. Even better though, if you've got any thoughts, hints, tips, suggestions, recommendations, even criticisms of the way I'm doing it, or things I should be doing which I'm not, it'll be great to hear from you. Just drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Computer Tycoon, about to burst onto the portable computer market. Until the next time, bye bye for now.